They'll be calling you a radical, Kevin Blanch. Want to talk about what's going on with us as far as the rats and the trolls and the intensity that is attacking us. As you know, so many people that are in our community that you can't even comment. We know, and I want the people to understand this, we know this in factual detail now. Anonymous. Wow. Million masked man. Oh, wow. What's that, huh? You underestimate us. What a group of spiritual, incredible, strong. They've been digging in hardcore. We know for a fact now that there's been a PR firm, a firm hired by an energy company in Canada that is paying these rats and shows and trolls. These rats that are using names, well, I mean, look at the language they use, faggot, whatever. They're being paid. And, I mean, you can't get away with this kind of slander, this thing. Google puts up because they're told to put up with it. It's obvious. Well, we know this in factual detail. Now, I want to explain how this works. Look, I knew this. I've been an anti-nuclear activist my whole life. I fear no evil. They try to spin people against each other, whatever. They try to trick people, whatever, but they're a bunch of really paid, they're good at what they do, but not as good as we are. We've dug in. We know for a fact now that there's a firm, a PR firm. It's out of Canada. They're paying people, and then they take certain YouTube vloggers, you know, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that, you know, that just continue slander, whatever, and let them get away with it. They're paying them. And they find rats, literally rats. Well, the one they're using Canada some of as a paid informant, drug addict who's been a rat as a police informant for decades. That's who they find and they use. They like meth addicts, by the way, because they know how good of liars they are. What's that old freaking joke? How to tell a heroin addict from a meth addict. Heroin addict will steal your shit. Meth addict will steal your shit and help you look for it. That's who they find. These people are paid, and I think, and you can see them. And so what? It's worked in a way, but it's not worked in a way. I want people to understand the Post-Ignorance Project, Post-Ignorance, my movement. Look, and I want people to understand, you underestimate my activism, what I've done, where I've gone. We know for a fact, and Anonymous has dug it out, we've been working hard on this. We know who they are, a lot of them. We know why they're not paid. And this is coming right from Snowden. Now, let's remember, Snowden didn't want to go to Russia, got stuck there. He wanted to go same with Julian Assange. And do not kid yourself. You know, I knew going into this I knew what they did to Karen Silkwood. I knew. You know, by the way, what Karen Silkwood, where she works, the other one's right behind my house. They know me. Yeah, that's what they do exactly, right there. Right there at the secret little mountain facility, Westinghouse. Everybody in the community works there. Oh, am I hate it? Oh, the shit I put, the fucking fear I put. Ask Heather last year at fucking Livermore. Some other place, gun pulled on me in fucking Knoxville. Plowshare saved me. Fucking in D.C. last year, tried to get teed up by some fake fucking Nader people. Again, they were dope fiends, you know. They tried to kill me for literally. You know, as a limo showed up. I've been visited by the CIA twice. You know, by the time they fucking get done talking to me, I have them anti-nuclear. I'm like, what the fuck? You know, look, these people are for real. Snowden comes out to the Guardian, releases that the NSA and the nuclear industry going at there's emails all over. They're trying to kill activists. And if you don't think it's fucking very real, you don't think my activism is very real, hundreds of fucking witnesses, hundreds, not thousands, inside the NRC, inside the fucking showing up at the NRC here and people following me around, fucking, and this is nuts. Oh, Kevin's just, oh no, I'm far from paranoid. Have you seen the way I fuck? I'm the opposite of paranoid. You know, plenty of witnesses kicked out, fucking, you know, this on and on and on. Ask the brilliant geniuses at the Million Man. By the way, that group, oh, do they get it? You think they're crackpots? Just a bunch of ragtag? Oh, are you wrong? They are the real. This movement is moving. It's powerful. They know that. They fear us. Oh yeah. They're paying them. We know for a fact who they are. They're being paid. They're playing other people. Anybody who's disclosing information online. Think about this. Financial transactions among two people, a third party is able to put that online with no repercussions. Whoa. Think about that. Think about the checks you write and the checks that write to other people, and there's reasons they're against the law. They get away with breaking the law. They get away with hardcore. They get away with so much. It's unbelievable. And it's worked to the extent you can't even comment on my videos anymore because they attack. I mean, look at it. Faggot, freaking. They know exactly what they're doing. They're paid. And we know this for a fact now. It's been dug out. It's a group out of Canada. You know, they're using vloggers and bloggers. And, you know, Snowden told us this was going to happen. It was released to the Guardian that they had a program to do this. And if you don't think they kill activists, oh, fuck. Let's get real. I am Michael Hastings was going to blow the fucking lid so far off the fucking lies all the way to the top. Mike, if he wouldn't have been killed, Dick Cheney, Rumsfeld, all of them be fucking, they'd probably be hung. The mobs would have hung him if he would have told what he knew. Burned his journal, they murdered him. Michael Hastings, can you imagine on Michael Hastings' freaking neck what was going on him? You know what he was going to expose? Oh my God. Aaron Swartz, you know what he was going to expose? You know what he was going to, they kill him. Karen Silkwood. Can you imagine Karen with a YouTube camera? Can you imagine, and I want people to understand this. A lot of people don't know this, and I'm going to tell this right now. When I got sick with leukemia at the same time, lots of people say, Kevin, the nuclear industry hates you so bad they sent it to you and blah, blah, blah. Guess who else got sick with the exact same leukemia? By the way, we know the type of leukemia, the fucking only known causes are exposure to nuclear fallout and fucking chemicals like benzene. We know that for a fact. Nora got fucking leukemia the same time as I did, same kind. Who's Nora? Oh, she's the one that made Silkwood. I was dying the same time she was dying. She died. Wow. So they don't fuck around. Now, am I saying they didn't have to send me fucking leukemia in the mail. They sent it to all of us. It's called the fucking jet stream. But I was in denial about this, and everybody kept saying, a lot of the anonymous strength that I'm with, kept telling me, Kevin, this is what they're up to. These guys are paid. They're fucking, oh, bullshit. Well, they had to prove it to me. Well, they proved it to me. Oh, boy. And I want people to understand the post-ignorance art movement of mine, the socioeconomic fucking status, whatever, the post-ignorant project. There are some major players in the post-ignorance project. We have a tax consultant that's probably done well over $100,000 worth of work. We have a graphic designer who's done well over world class, the best. We have an artist that's contributed probably a couple $100,000. We've had financial contributions of $30,000, $40,000, $20,000. Who do you think pays for this fucking travel? A philanthropist in fucking Oregon. These hotel rooms and flights, and I live on fucking teeny money. I don't spend any fucking money. And so they're honest, and it's a dangerous business, and we know that. And people, I know they've really intimidated a lot of my longtime viewers and a lot of our community. Because you comment, and then they fucking and then they've tricked other people that are unsuspecting. They play both sides. They're very good at what they do. That's why they like to hire meth addicts. But he guides me in paths of righteousness. For his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil. If you are with me, your rod and your staff, they comfort me. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He restores my soul. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen. I fear no evil. I'm not afraid. Ask Heather about out at Livermore. Ask the plowshares at the potluck where I got trapped in freaking out at Oak Ridge. Ask when I was inside the fucking Department of Energy and the other ones wouldn't go in there with me and how I had to get rescued there. Ask when I was trapped in the fucking so-called activist house in D.C. Fucking near died there. I ended up on a park bench. Ask me when I fucking almost fucking ended up fucking dead in a fucking Masonic temple in D.C. At the fucking... Oh my God, I could go on. It's amazing what I've put myself through. But I fear no evil because I got leukemia, and like I said, I know what they did to Karen Silkwood. Overcompensation for the situation with their children, most likely. But she's a legend in my mind. She would have had a YouTube camera. Wow, Nora dies. Wow, and it had to be proved to me. I didn't want to believe this, that these guys were paid, trolls and rats. Had to be shown to me right by my anonymous freaking group. Plenty of people can. When I'm in D.C., it's like this. Hey, you, can we get your name? Oh, it's never that. And people, hundreds, thousands of people can testify this all over. Kevin, come here. Can we talk to you? Yeah. Kevin, in the streets of fucking D.C., shutting down, storming the FBI, fucking throwing over fucking rails, whoa. Why do you think none of my interviews show up? You know how many interviews I've done? Hundreds. You name them, I've done it. Hundreds, and there's hundreds of witnesses that have watched them. I did 18 in one day at Floods Wall Street. Not one of them shows up. Not one. Why would they waste all the time? They come seeking me out, and then they never make it? Well, Pussy Riot's a perfect example. They did so much great. You know, I used to communicate back and forth with them. Oh, they show up here, photo ops with Hillary, not another peep. You know, my love was a freaking girl from Femme who died of leukemia. You know, I fear no evil. There's a reason nobody else showed up at fucking the USS Reagan. You know, Libby and her friend showed up because they got guts. I know this is a fucking scary fucking fight, but it has to be fought. And they don't fuck around. And it had to be proved to me because I didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to believe it. These fucking rats and trolls and these YouTubers were teeing me up. And they used every... I was trapped on the plane in Calgary. You want to talk about Bono's door fell off? The door fell off in Calgary. I was trapped inside that airport for 12 hours. It was very scary. I almost fucking died. You know? It was horrible. I mean, I've had a bunch of situations where my doctor's like, what the fuck? I've had some scary... I put myself... Cop, New York City, on duty, Bryant Park, walks right up to me. Kevin Blanch, I love you. Puts his hands on me. I'm part-time, pretty, give me a incredible. Come over. My wife's cooking you dinner. She loves you. By the time I get done with the cops, if they don't know, even the ones that do know me, that, you know, they watch the videos, whatever. There's plenty of people in D.C. that know all this. We've earned our respect. I've earned my respect. By the time I'm done with them, they're anti-nuclear because we want people from inside because it can kill them too, and they understand that. They're starting to come around to understand they're fighting for the wrong team. And so, you know, I know it's hard to even comment on my fucking videos now because these fucking but, you know, and Google, they're not going to do it. They're part of the fucking, they love it. You know, it shows you how effective we've been. You know, we'll go forward. We're going to fight this. I mean, getting the cows kicked out of the energy solutions. By the way, I hear rumor they're back. No changes are permanent. You know, I guess maybe there's one Canadian up there. There's plenty of Canadians that watch the videos. They're awesome. And, you know, there's been people that tricked. And, by the way, think about this. You write a check to another person, vice versa, all the financial transactions in your life, and a third person's able to put those online. There's reasons. Those are major crimes. You play out a financial transaction or agreement between two people without ever making a phone call, and you do it on... I mean, think about these. Some of the crimes that are... A guy in a wheelchair is attacked, hardcore attacked. Anybody but an anti-nuclear activist, that video would get millions. People would be going fucking. People would fucking go psycho. Hardcore crimes, they're able to get away with day in, day out. I don't know. I am Pat fucking Tillman. You know what he was gonna do? Journal. Oh, I know. He was going to blow. Those fuckers would have been all hung in the fucking streets. The whole war criminal complex. He was going to blow it all fucking parts. That blew his head off. Michael Hastings. Do you understand what he was about ready to do? You don't even get to his own family. Can you imagine having that pressure on you? Can you imagine having the pressure that Karen had? Silkwood? She'd have a YouTube camera in those days. I do. Go ahead. Fucking martyr me. Fucking martyr me. Go ahead. You almost already did anyway. My one doctor says it so beautifully. He says, Kevin, you know, fuck, requests were coming into that hospital like you wouldn't fucking believe. Major newspaper in there every day. Interviewing me, want to talk to me. They wouldn't even let him in. Requests like you wouldn't believe. Wouldn't let him in because of quarantine. So sick. Why did they back off all these? Because I didn't die. They were sure I was going to die. It made good theater. And he says, if you would have died martyred, the nuclear industry was in real trouble. I'm not martyring my fucking self for no one. You rats and you trolls, you can keep fucking coming at us. It's, you know, I fear no evil. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. Amen. Stand tuned.